My name is James Bridgeforth. I'm a young and very successful investor who has generated multiple tens of thousands of dollars investing in the stock and crypto markets. And in this video, I'm bringing a couple investments that I believe could truly take off this upcoming week and could change the path of your financial trajectory. Now, before we dive into this video, let's break down exactly why I believe that these stocks could go off in the upward direction. So if you're not familiar with what's going on in the market, we have the FOMC meeting, which is going to be coming up on September 16th and September 17th. So we've been getting a lot of news data coming out around CPI, PPI, and then jobs data. All of those things have a strong hold on the market because it lets us know how our economy is performing, and our stocks are reflecting based on how the economy is performing. Right? So when we have the FOMC meeting coming up on the 16th and the 17th, this is basically going to allow the federal chairman, Jerome Powell, to cut interest rates. So a lot of people predict that he's going to cut 25 basis points, and this can be very beneficial for the market in certain sectors in it. So I'm saying this because you want to position yourselves in the right way so that you are able to take part in this amazing run. So whenever we have low interest rates, the best performing assets are going to be our smaller cap companies and then also our cryptocurrencies. The reason is because they perform better when there's more liquidity in the market, and they are in need of more liquidity and cash so that they are able to take off. See, when we look at the larger cap companies, some of our big tech companies, they have so much cash, they don't really need interest rates to be at a low rate for them to be able to be profitable, for them to be able to take off in the upward direction like some of the smaller companies do. So when we have low interest rates, our smaller companies and our crypto is going to take off. So if you're looking for some companies to look at this upcoming week, I recommend SoFi, I recommend Affirm, I also recommend an ETF called IWM, which tracks the performance of the small cap companies in the market. And then if you want to look at some crypto, I highly suggest Bitcoin is a great investment. These are all things you want to look at this upcoming week, as Jerome Powell is looking to cut interest rates at 25 basis points. And when I say he's cutting at 25 basis points, I believe that he's going to continue to cut. So if you're not familiar, the FOMC meeting is 8 times a year. I believe that he is going to continue to make 25 basis point cuts. I believe he's going to make 3 of them, which is going to be 75 basis points. As he continues to cut and cut and cut more interest rates, that is going to have these stocks take off. So you want to keep an eye on them, be able to get in great position so that you're able to watch your favorite stocks take off. And I'm saying this because this could also be a great opportunity to buy in this exact moment. Now, if the market does the complete opposite and instead of running up, we go in the downward direction, this could be because the market is fearful. So let's say Jerome Powell cuts by 50 basis points. This could be very negative short term in the market because many people aren't looking for him to cut by a 50 basis point cut. And this is because when you cut by so much, it could be fearful to many people, thinking that they're not knowledgeable about what's going on, or maybe they're hiding news data that we're not aware of, and that the market is actually way worse than what the economy and what the data that we've been getting has been displaying. Or maybe he sees a roadblock in the future. So that 50 basis point cut is going to instill a lot of fear in the market, which could lead us to tanking short term. And when you have a short term tank in the market, yes, this can be very negative, but if you have an outward mindset on the market and you look at this as great buying opportunities, let's say you're a long term investor, you want to look for great opportunities to buy. So let's say this upcoming FOMC meeting, he decides to cut by 50 basis points, which I actually don't expect, but let's make an example and say that he does. If he does cut by 50 basis points, this could be a great buying opportunity. Go ahead and position yourselves, because the next FOMC meeting, he could cut by 25 basis points, which could send it in the upward direction. And leading up to a major event like this, I want to break down how people can be buying the rumor and selling the news. So when there's a rumor that comes out that Jerome Powell is going to cut interest rates by 25 basis points, this can send the market in the upward direction already because people are buying the rumor. Now, when he decides to actually cut interest rates, we can see the market begin to fall back a little bit because people are selling the news. See, the way that works is that people are going to get the run up from the stock right before the meeting and then sell out before it starts. Now, if that is the case and we decide to sell off, depending on if he cuts 25 or 50 basis points, because it's already cut in, this is a great buying opportunity, and I will be loading up into my favorite assets because many people understand September and October are down months in the stock market. If these are down months in the stock market, and I always preach that we need to buy the fear and sell the greed, this is going to be a time in the market where it's going to be fearful. Take this time to do the research, do the technical analysis, to position yourselves in your favorite assets so that you are able to take part in the run up towards the end of the year when it likes to perform best around November and December, and then sometimes running into January. Now, we will have a pullback in February. That's just a historical month that we like to pull back. But those are 3 key months, November, December, and January, where you can take great benefit in if you are able to position yourselves in this exact moment. So go ahead and continue to look out for the market. Continue to look out for the great news data that's going to come out on the 16th and the 17th. Remember to position yourselves. I'm here to bring news and information every single week for you guys, just so you all can be profitable and soon be able to generate income the same way that I was from these many investments that I made. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys in the next video.